Hello, I'm very excited to be back with you again today. I've got a very exciting topic here, and it is stemming from our video from last week of customer perception. We talked about a lot of things about the way customers perceive things. One of the specific things that we need our customers to perceive from you is that they trust us, okay? Trust is the key, is a real key to our long-term success in this business, okay? So when people come in, they have an infinity number of different mindsets that they might have. Okay, just some simple examples here. Some might just be in for a free checkup, a cheap oil change, an exhaust check, a simple diag, or any myriad of other things. You know, some want to fix everything, well, but they think it'll be less than it'll actually be. You know, maybe they think it's only a few $100s and it's actually a few $1,000s, okay? Others, they just want one thing repaired and they're determined to get the best deal for that, okay? And some people have their other mechanic and they just want our opinion on it, or they've been at their other mechanic and they want our opinion. Some people know, a lot of people know their car is broken, and they don't know if they want to use us or not. They just don't want to go to the last person they went to because they were screwed over there, okay? So there's way too many different mindsets, to even pretend like we can understand that we can get through every single one of them, okay? And there's also other compounding factors, different people have different incomes, people have different credit ratings and availability to funds, different opinions on what's affordable and not affordable, and all kinds of different experiences throughout life, at auto repair shops and even other businesses that will inform their decisions. But everybody that comes into our shops do have one thing in common, okay? They need their car fixed, okay? They want a fair deal and they want it done right. So let me give you a simple example of my own personal experience, So I had a car in 2018 that needed a lot of work. Valve cover gasket, tune-up, power steering, rack and pinion, had another power steering leak, rear struts, tires, oil changes, all kinds of stuff, okay? So if I was a regular customer, that would have been a few $1,000s worth of work, okay? Well, based on, my experience with my technician, I trusted him. I knew that it needed it. So I knew that I was going to get that work done. So I had to make a decision on how I was going to do it. And so I made my decision to do that over certain points in time over throughout the year. And I got it all done. And the car's in good shape, okay? So that being said, that's just an example of any customer, same thing for them. We want to make sure that they trust us first, because if they trust us, they'll get the work done, right? Okay, so ultimately our customers are looking for a repair shop they can trust. I'm going to give you some valuable information on how we can get our customers to trust us, because that's what we need them to do more than anything else that we do. Obviously we need to fix the car correctly, but more than anything, they have to trust us first. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about trust. The definition of trust is a firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone and something. It's a powerful definition, it means so much to me when I say it out loud. We have to believe that people are reliable. We have to believe that they're telling us the truth. We have to believe that they have the ability and the strength and the courage to do the right thing for us, okay? Trust, okay? So, how do we become the place or person of trust for our customers? Well, lots of different ways. One of those ways is through integrity, always being honest, being upfront with people. Transparency, always showing people what's going on. But let me give you a little more specific detail of kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video. We need to, when the customer has an experience in our shop, one of the things that's really important is that we educate them what's going on. But we can't even educate them properly about what's going on without doing proper inspections by qualified people, okay? And double checking those inspections and making sure that everything is on the right page with everything, okay? So let me give you a little example. In one of my stores recently, and which was led to this video, because I had a conversation with a customer last week, we had an issue. We had a car that came in, and this car, was just coming in to get a customer supplied oil change, okay? They brought their own oil, their own filter. They didn't even care about a courtesy check, but we did our process, right? Well, that was good. So we did our process where we actually did a courtesy check. But throughout the courtesy check, we had our GS, who was fairly new, looked the car over, made notes, talked to a technician, made some more notes, marked some things red, marked some things yellow, marked some things green, okay? So we were busy, and when we were busy, we went ahead and had our GS go over the inspection with the technician. Also not a bad thing. If you're busy, somebody's got to go over it with them rather than just tell them about it. But in the course of doing that, we screwed up. We had a GS who was wrong about some things, according to the customer, and we told them things were wrong with their vehicle that weren't. We marked some things red that probably shouldn't have been marked red. We marked some things that were red that were not even discussed. And it just caused a whole catastrophe of problems with this customer. And so this customer is now doesn't trust us. He said, I was smart enough to know that, I wanted to get a second opinion from some other people, that I knew, but what if my mom would have been in there? If my mom would have been in there, she might have bought all that stuff, and I don't think she needed it. And then again, you guys didn't even price out some stuff like this belt that's marked red. Nobody even told me about it. What would have happened if I'd have been on my way to California tomorrow and I didn't even know that I needed a belt and the belt broke? So, proper inspections, okay? We have to make sure that we are communicating with each other and communicating with our technicians and our GSs to make sure that we're checking things properly, marking them properly, because if we don't, our customers cannot trust us, okay? So here's a fun little fact, okay? Most customers, we gotta be logical, we gotta tell them, but most customers do not buy based on logic, they buy based on emotion, okay? So it sounds contradictory, right? So it sounds contradictory what I'm trying to get you to do. I mean, we need to make sure that they understand, we need to educate them, we need to make sure that they're having a logical decision, right? So whenever they buy, they know they're getting the facts. And we need to show them. But, that isn't what actually gets them to buy, okay? They make an emotional decision to trust you if you give them all of the facts and they understand it and things make sense to them because you logically explain it to them, okay? So I know that that's a little bit of a twist on things, but remember, ultimately when it's all said and done, we have to be logical, we have to do proper inspections, we have to make sure that customer understands us, but it's how you deliver it, it's how you say it to them, it's how you make them understand it, because they're buying from you and they're buying from Midas. Okay, so let me give an example of that outside of our industry, okay? Let's just say you're buying a couch, okay? You've done your research, you know how much couches cost, you know which one you want, you know what color it is, but let's just say you have to go in the store to actually buy it. So when you get into the store and you go to buy that couch, you're gonna talk to the salesperson and say, hey, I want the couch over there, I know exactly what I want, and so that salesperson's just doing his job. He's like, okay, well that's cool, we can do that. I just wanna make sure that you've got all the information that you need to make sure that you're getting an informed buying decision, because I'm a couch expert, and so I'll explain it to you. And so based on that conversation with that person, you're going to either buy that couch, you're going to buy maybe a cheaper couch with a better value or whatever, or you're going to buy an even higher quality couch that costs more money, or you're going to leave the store and not buy anything because you don't even trust that person. And that's how important our visits are. We don't know what the customer really wants when they come in. We think we do, but the one thing they need to be able to do is they need to be able to trust us, right? Okay. So why is it so important for our customers to trust us? What's a customer's lifetime value? Is it the $100 they spend the one time they come in? Is it $50,000 because they get all the work done that they need from age 20 to age 75 or whenever they stop driving? Or is it even more valuable than that? Do they tell friends? Do they tell people who own companies that have fleets of vehicles? Do they tell their families, neighbors? Good or bad, they might, okay? And we definitely want to be on the good end of that, and the only way we're going to be on the good end of that is if they trust us. Because if they don't trust us, they're going to tell other people that they don't. But if we play the long game and we make sure that our customers trust us. I can tell you right now that we're going to be on the right end of it, and we're going to sell, we're even going to sell more the same day, but long term, we're going to sell more to everybody if our customers trust us. They will tell other people, okay? So, in summary, I know, long story short, right? Customers want a place they can trust first and foremost, okay? We will grow our business exponentially over time if our customers trust us. Their emotions will tell them to use us, okay? So they'll make that emotional decision to go back and see, Adam at Midas or whomever, and they will tell others that we take care of them, so they should go there too, or not, okay? And that's what I'm getting at, is we have to be on the right side of this. So my challenge to you for this week and forever, honestly, and I'd like for you to watch this video multiple times, is use the ideas that I've talked about here today. Have integrity, use transparency, do proper inspections, and the many other things that we need to do to prove to your customers, that they can trust you. Lay the groundwork, and I promise that your business will grow in the store over time. So anyway, I know this was a bit of a long video. Thank you very much for listening. There's a lot here, but if I can say anything else to finish this, is that if your customers trust you, price doesn't matter. What's wrong with their car doesn't matter. If they trust you, they believe you, they will figure out a way to get things done. Who knows how long it might take, but they'll get it done. They'll tell the other people, and we will be successful. So if all of you can do that, it's going to be great. Okay. Thank you very much for listening, and please listen to it more than once to register all this information. Thank you very much.